Very nice. Alright, stream is up. Don't say any slurs.
I mean, on the bright side, if they say it now, it'll be like, you could delete it.
No, because it's a stream.
Oh.
Not a recording. It hasn't been for at least a couple weeks. Like almost a month now.
You just been
shit, you're right.
streaming it?
Yeah, it's just been going straight to YouTube because I couldn't be fucked to edit.
I mean,
Isn't that
fair.
what podcasts do?
Like, I'm sorry, I'm working 8-hour days on night shift, and then I come home and die. Like, no.
No, you get back in that editing room and you do God's work.
No,
You go edit.
I did subtitles once and it made me want to kill myself. You realize how much work it was?
Now imagine being Soviet Womble.
Oh no, no. There's a reason that man stopped uploading. Like, he only uploads like once a year. Do you realize?
He did one recently. I can't remember what it was.
One.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the train game. Play my Derail Valley.
The train game.
It's fun.
Ah, yes, that's what they did to me in high school.
And yeah, I was playing a game where you just
Pause.
like, dig into a planet over and over.
Kinda hot
you.
though. No, don't let me end it on that. Look, that's even the weirdest shit I've ever said.
No. I have seen many other videos of you saying weirder shit. I mean, look at your best of.
Do I
We've
need
all said some weird shit.
Do I need to quote the best of 2023, Trev?
No. I know, I've said some stupid shit too.
I don't remember half the things I've said.
I've never said one stupid thing ever.
I'm gonna go find some unhinged shit from Hoff. It's all for your toes. At Jimmy Creed.
Yeah, that sounds like something you would say.
Yeah. That could be me or Ruby.
Honestly, yeah, that's fair.
I don't speak hentai. Let's see, I need to find one for
You gotta find one for everybody.
You can't fight back if you're a vegetable. At Trevin.
I mean, it's true. Look, I don't think the VeggieTales can fight back, can they?
No.
What do you expect a cucumber to do?
Not much.
Where were you when the carrots fought back?
Oh no, the fucking onions have nuclear warfare.
Oh no, the oranges have Agent Orange.
This is the premise of Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite plant in Plants vs. Zombies is the nut, just because it like takes all the damage from everywhere else. It's great.
Your favorite would be the nut.
Yeah, and what's your point? Macadamia nuts are fantastic. Good source of protein.
Yeah, let's stand behind this pillar and eat some meat real quick.
Pause.
Mysterious.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Are we
I
not
always
doing
try to
phrasing?
look mysterious, but then I'm eating my Slim Jim and I look awful.
You know, yeah, no, if I'm gonna do a train, I should do the hazmat. Yeah, that can't go wrong. Famous last words.
I was about to say false, but okay.
Okay, so that's 360 tons. That's 230.
Alright, I'm gonna let this guy run away because I think I missed a tentacle.
Hentai?
Slightly.
Oh no.
Do monster parts show up on the map?
New monster. What do you mean?
Like I cut its tentacle off a room back, and I can't remember where that is.
Yeah, like parts like that will show up on the map. Yeah, but I mean, when you fight the monster, every other part just kind of goes straight to your inventory,
Ah,
which kind of
there it is.
kind of makes my loot goblin self sad, because I liked beating the monster up and then picking up all the parts on the ground.
I mean, I do like it. I do like when you break wounds and shit that you just get stuff, and not
Yeah.
having to deal with rolling around, putting away your weapon, and picking it up is kind of a bonus.
Yeah, but picking it up like filled like a loot goblin, you know, like mentality.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shiny, and then like you pick it up.
And there is a specific armor passive for that, so it does seem a bit odd.
Okay, so that's 61. Where's 38?
1738.
No, I'm looking for a tanker car full of sodium hydroxide.
Oh,
Do we need to report you to the FBI?
No, and it'd be not NSA.
NASA.
What's the one that makes the ATF? There we go.
Oh, they're gonna
It
shoot
is.
your dog.
Yeah, yeah, unfortunate.
I'm literally following a fucking fire monkey on
Oh,
the
that's a
way to
spider.
this guy. There we go.
What the fuck are these tanker cars?
I have found every
There's a
size spider
clapped
but
out-
the gold crown.
Except for the gold crown.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I've got Rompopolo.
Wrong.
No, I don't have either, so hopefully I can find at least one.
Yeah, I don't have either, so a crown is perfect. At this point, I feel like I'm definitely gonna get the big crown achievement first before I get the mini crowns.
For getting all of them or for getting 10?
Oh, for getting all of them.
As I say, you should have the 10 already.
Yeah, I've got the 10. I got the 10 a while ago. Yeah, I have
Okay,
14
just-
big gold crowns out of 27. Or out of.
I've got at least
Out
10.
of 22. I've got 14 out of 22.
So I need to go. This running.
Is your refrigerator running? That's gonna
No,
cost
but
you
my
a
diesel
bunch of
engine
milk.
is.
Well, there's a silver.
That silver don't pay the bills. I mean, I'm going for go.
Oh, I gotta pet the Poogie for good luck.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I should do that too.
It doesn't work, but
If you go in and it actually works, you're gonna shake it.
true. Come here, Suarez.
Nice on the gameplay.
He gave me an herb.
Mine gives me an ancient wyvern coin. Thank you.
Wow, so my
Oh, that
pony
was-
just hates me then?
That's the first time I've ever gotten one. Usually I get herbs, so. You probably stole it out of your wallet.
Well, that's a normal Rompopolo. Pain.
Alexa, play Mad World. I'm so glad I don't have one of those.
And Alexa?
Yeah. Because I now that like jokingly always say like Alexa play Mad World, and then if I say it so much that I would just get irritated every time it turned on. Be like, no, I didn't mean it.
I want something like that, but Heather said no.
You trust me, as someone who got one, you use it far less than you ever think you actually would.
I
mean, it depends
would
on
use
who
it all
you
the time
are.
when cooking
Yeah, that's
for setting timers.
yes.
Yeah, but I can do
Emily's
the
mom,
same
she
thing
does that all the
already with
time.
my phone or the tablet my grandmother already keeps in the kitchen specifically for recipes.
True. But
Ooh,
if you're
see,
in
a
the middle of
tablet
cutting
for
something-
recipes would low-key be...
We just have an old Kindle Fire with a bunch of PDFs on it.
Low-key could use that.
Why does that get a laugh out of you, Hoff?
I don't know. That just seemed like a real weird way of doing it.
He's calling you a boomer.
I mean, I'm a fucking boomer.
No,
Don't
but-
get me wrong. I simply
mean-
just don't trust the Alexa.
It's my, yeah, that as well. It's my grandmother's tablet. Like, she's the one who loaded all the recipes on it. It's hers.
But like having it in PDFs rather than just, Googling the recipe.
I mean, but then you have it
a lot
saved
of
all the
them, a
time.
lot of them
You
are.
can use
True.
it
So
frequently.
she also specifically had me scan like all of her old cookbooks in.
Oh,
Okay.
see, that's some shit.
Yeah, but also you gotta remember, cooking is from the soul. Like,
Oh, these are family
Like a
recipes.
book.
These are family written down recipes that were written down.
ah,
Like, it is the
Yeah.
family cookbook.
Get a barrel of salted pork.
The amount of things that call for bacon bacon lard reserves is astounding.
having bacon is so long. Pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't made bacon with
Speaking of bacon, how do you guys like your bacon? This is an important question.
As crispy as possible and preferably on a bagel sandwich.
I was just being
There's
Yeah,
a nice
bacon in general,
in
but yes.
between.
I
It's
don't
crispy and chewy.
I don't usually eat just bacon on its own. It has to be like part of something else. Like it's going in an omelet or on a sandwich. It is serving a purpose.
Yeah, it's purpose
There
to be
was a
crunchy
while-
and to eat it. I want mine crunchy, and just a piece of bacon is perfect for me.
I am the complete opposite.
Oh, you like yours
love
flaccid.
mine. Yes.
I did
Flaccid!
used to like flaccid bacon as well.
You fucking goblin.
It seems like you
it
get more
it
bacon
tastes
if
better,
you-
man.
Yeah, and
It's fattier because when it gets crisp, you're burning off all the fat.
yeah, you get less bacon if you do it crisp.
Yeah, but I
See, Hoff
also like,
knows.
but like with like a lot of meats, I don't like all the fatty bits there, so it kind of fits for me.
Oh, so you don't like flavor?
It depends on what you're cooking. If it's a steak, yes. If it's anything else, no, not really.
You see, there is this nice in between the flaccid and the fully crisp.
And the erect, yeah.
Yeah, there's like a nice where it'll like stand on its own, but it's got a little bit of chew to it. And
See-
that's like the perfect bacon.
Again, I'm using it for like a sandwich or something, so I want it as crispy as possible because that's what it's going in there both to be the protein and for the crunch.
But then it just makes the sandwich so damn dry.
Oh, because you.
I really like crunchy.
That's why I have
you
I
ever
have it with a
tried,
runny
like,
egg.
cucumber for the crunch?
Ooh.
Okay, so there was a little while when I was poor as shit that for a while there was a sale on bacon, and all I had was bread and bacon.
Oh,
I made
God,
a lot
no.
of bacon sandwiches.
I'm
And-
sure you did, but my favorite sandwich is a bacon bagel with a runny egg. So
That does sound pretty good.
And see, I like my egg. Now I want to get on the topic of eggs.
go for
How do
it.
you guys like your eggs?
Well, I try to do something nice with them, like make an omelet or something, and then if I fuck it up, it's scrambled.
But what's your favorite way of eating eggs? Because there's like a bajillion different ways of cooking eggs.
Over easy, gooey center.
Well, over easy is a runny center.
Yeah, so the same thing, I guess. Yeah, like
Well, to me, gooey and runny are completely different.
if you stab with a fork, the yolk is still mostly liquid, but it's like warm and tasty.
So you probably want over medium.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah, over easy is like it is completely runny.
Okay, no, I like it like a little,
which is how
a
I like it.
a little cooked.
But like, if you like having like the little bit of, I call it gummy
Yeah.
texture, that's more like over medium,
Okay, so yeah, over medium
Yeah,
is how I like
mine
it
over
then.
medium.
which is also
Actually-
acceptable.
Yeah, I like mine over
Acceptable.
medium.
Wait, so if I said hard boiled, it's just heresy?
Oh
No,
no,
hard
hard
boiled.
boiled
Okay,
is
well,
fine, but over hard is a sin.
Yeah, I was about
Yes.
to say, well, so now let's get into how you like your hard-boiled eggs, because there's a variety of hard-boiled eggs too.
Listen,
deviled.
I can't cook them correctly, so it's whatever my egg maker.
I was just about to say, don't you have an egg?
Yeah, but it makes one texture, and I
Ah.
don't know what it is. It's
That's
whatever
fair.
that is.
Is it like is it like fully cooked, like
It's
you know,
like fully
or is it
cooked.
like okay?
Yeah. I think
I
I
li-
would prefer it if it was like a little gummier, but I can't be fucked to try to do that. That's too much work when the egg maker just does everything for me.
Don't mind me
Yeah, I
jumping
like-
off a moving train to set the thing.
Yeah, I really like soft-boiled eggs, especially like in ramen. I like when they got a little bit of that gooey bit to it.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh,
I love a soft boiled egg.
Okay, who's familiar with the different types of ramen noodles?
That is a negative, Ghost Rider.
I mean, I guess it depends on like what kind you're talking about. Because I
don't-
share.
I have a hot take
That'd be
that
great.
I'm never going to Japan because I have this hot take. Fuck normal ramen noodles. Udon is better.
See, that's just a noodle consistency at that point.
Yeah, that's just
because-
a noodle consistency
Is
or
it? I
size.
thought udon is just better and thicker, and I like the cheesy udon they serve at my local Japanese place more.
It's udon it's just a different type of noodle.
I know.
Like
Yeah,
you could put
udon is
udon
like-
noodles in traditional
Is-
ramen.
Is ramen the broth, or is it the? I thought it was the type of noodle as well.
I mean, it's like the difference between penne and fucking like the other
rigatoni.
pastas. Yeah, they're all essentially the same thing. It's just kind of made different.
Yeah, penne, rigatoni, elbow, small elbow.
Bow tie's the best pasta at me.
No, it's actually rigatoni, but I digress.
Penne. I
If you
like
say
the
penny, you're a
tubes.
basic bitch.
I like
Oh.
the tubes.
You said that like as he was saying it, you fucking animal.
No, I agree. Tube pasta's the best.
Yeah, it holds more sauce.
No, I think clamshells are the ones that hold the most sauce.
I was about to say rigatoni is just a bigger penne, to be fair. So
Oh, there's so many different types of tube pastas.
I don't eat a lot-
Ziti,
yeah,
Licioli.
See, I don't need a lot of pasta because I'm a slob and I'll make a mess out of whatever shirt I'm wearing.
Have you tried, and hear me out, a bib?
I
And, I mean this in a,
genuinely,
I
yes, that is
also
my
make mess.
that is my tactic for Olive Garden. Genuinely, I will take that
Yeah,
that giant napkin, and it's going in my shirt.
I did that at my own wedding.
You know,
Because
if that's what you have
like,
to
the
do,
steak
then that's
that
what
we
you
were
have
having
to
had,
do.
like a blueberry like demi-glace, and I was like, I know who I am as a person.
I'm
If I
getting
do not
dress
put this,
dirty.
I'm like, if I don't put this napkin here, I'm going to get this.
This is going
on this
down the
beautiful white dress.
down the cleavage.
And so I'm like,
that
I'm
shit
not. I ain't
expensive.
doing that.
No.
I spent a lot of money on this dress. I'm not trying to spend a lot of money getting it dry cleaned because I don't know how to eat.
Fettuccine and spaghetti pasta are the bane of my life, and I think you and I will both. We're in a similar camp on this.
I don't like. In
But
terms of like
Long
standard
pasta can suck
pasta,
my dick.
I don't like long pasta.
Low key with the long pasta, I commit the cardinal sin and I break it.
That's okay. It makes it easier to
that
twist
point-
up on the fork.
At that point, just get a tube pasta.
Get your rigatoni.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, I just like the texture of the long noodle, but I don't want the entirety of the long noodle.
I
Well,
want
know
to.
you
I
like
want to
long
slurp it.
Stop.
noodle. And then Brian afterwards. Good addition.
There's something
Now,
that
no.
really nice about slurping the long noodle.
I mean, fair. So,
Yeah.
so we've gone
Pause?
over. So,
No, I'm not
so we've
changing the
gone
phrasing on
over
that.
Eggs, noodles, and I don't even remember what the other thing we had. Bacon.
Bacon.
I had something for eggs though, because there's a type of egg that you're not considering.
Go on.
Okay.
Poached?
Go on.
And it is like the slightly undercooked scrambled egg.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes,
No,
the
that has a
Gordon
specific
Ramsay
name.
eggs.
I
Okay,
am
fuck
really
Gordon
bad at making
Ramsay
them
for
because
that.
I'm impatient,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, they
um
Yeah,
sometimes
like the Japanese style egg, where like they put it.
when
over,
my
like,
wife wakes up before me and she's like already eaten, she'll be like, "Do you want me to make you some really nice scrambled eggs?" And every time I'm like, "Yes, please." Because then I get the nice creamy scrambled egg that she doesn't like because she's also the one that likes over hard eggs,
fair.
but she'll make them for me.
That's sweet.
put that shit over a piece of sourdough toast with
Oh,
a little
yes.
cherry tomatoes.
With a little bit of hot sauce.
Yeah.
I do like hot
You could put some avocado down first if you're feeling fancy.
Oh yeah.
I'm not rich enough for avocados.
Avocado's considered a wealthy person thing now.
Depends.
Food is considered a wealthy person thing now.
You know what? That's fair.
It's literally cheaper for us to do our little meal kit service than to get groceries.
Dude, honestly, I've been looking at that. Like, I'm genuinely thinking about doing that because it might be cheaper.
I did it for a while. I got tired of having to prepare stuff every night.
Yeah, and that's kind of my issue. It's not hard for me to like meal prep or anything. It's just I don't want to. And then like the more I do it, the more tempted I am to be like, oh, a golf crown. The more tempted I am to be like, I'm just gonna order out because I don't want to.
See, like today, I made a big pot of jambalaya, and that's gonna feed me for like the next 4 days. But by the end of
Oh,
it,
yeah.
by the end of it, I'm gonna be sick of it.
Eventually,
jambalaya
I
will keep you
just
for a
started
while.
making larger portions out of convenience because some nights I don't feel like full-on cooking, so I will have something that I already made.
And you can either just grab it out the fridge or freezer and just chuck it in the microwave.
Either that or I'll pre-prepare some basic ingredients. I'll chop up some fucking onions and some fucking peppers and just have that shit ready to go.
I've started keeping the French Holy Trinity on hand, ready to go. If anyone else knows what that is. Mirepoix is celery, carrots, and onion.
Yeah, my grocery store has like a section that has like pre-cut vegetables.
Yeah, a lot of
And
grocery
like
stores have
sometimes
fresh cut.
I'm lazy. Like when we make chili, sometimes
yeah.
I don't want to be cutting up my onions and my celery and my pepper. So I just go there and I just buy the containers.
I mean, yeah, they might be a little spendy, but it's like cheaper because then it's like
I'm also
don't
not I'm not wasting it. Like what am I doing with all of this celery?
yeah, it's like you're like I'm going to throw all of this in the one pot.
Yep.
Versus
And
like you
it's-
buy the whole celery stalk and you're like, okay, I used like 4 stalks and then like 3
And now
weeks
I
pass,
have
and you're like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, I
7
forgot the
Now
stalks
I've
celery.
got a pile of leaves I have to throw away.
Yeah.
And then it's like they're brown leaves too. You're like, ugh, what is this sludge?
Like I will frequently pay a little bit extra for what we call the ADHD tax, which is like I love apples. I hate the skin of an apple and I hate cutting an apple. So I will pay extra money to buy pre-peeled and sliced apples because then I will actually eat it and not just be like, oh, well, I'll peel this and cut this later.
The
No, I won't.
convenience is worth more so that
No, I
you
won't.
actually eat the
Yeah.
thing.
I've got
Yeah, instead of
a
it rotting
solution.
on my counter.
However, I
I've got
will add, I will completely judge you for having the palate of a 6-year-old.
It's a texture thing.
I know, but I will make fun of you for it as a friend.
I have a solution that'll also feed the ADHD. You can get an apple peeler. They're extremely satisfying to use.
That's very fair.
So we have. It wouldn't have. So we broke our apple corer a while ago. And if we
Fun.
still had that, I think I would be more likely to just buy and peel an apple. Because then I could just slice it using that.
Yeah.
And like, yes, I'm well aware. I could get an apple corer on Amazon for $5 and have it delivered to my apartment tomorrow.
But you wouldn't use it, so it makes no difference.
I like the pre-peeled ones.
It's okay.
I like it. I really do.
That's okay.
I love the convenience. I take out my peeled and sliced appy slices and I dip them in my little peanut butter.
You're like
I
me.
would do
See,
that.
I am
Personally.
entirely with you, but for me, it's the prepackaged baby carrots and hummus.
Oh, what's worse, what makes it even more like a toddler is that the past couple times that I've gotten those apple slices is they've had Bluey on them.
Dude, there's a, like-
No.
I love the
that's
Bluey theme stuff.
fantastic.
I love it.
Bluey's a great TV show, man.
It is,
Honestly,
but why
it's
are you
not
digging?
even-
Why are you
Cartoon.
digging your own hole?
My nieces are obsessed
Listen.
with Bluey. I have watched a couple episodes and it's pretty good out of all of them.
Congratulations to the Australians for making a show that is not complete and total brain rot.
I thought it was New Zealand.
Zaboomafoo was great. You take that
The
back.
Boomafoo
Wait,
was
Zaboomafoo
fucking
was Australian?
Fantastic.
Pretty sure it was.
I don't know. It's been a
I'm
long
not
time.
doctor.
You just brought back like core memories of my fucking childhood. Fucking watching that on PBS with Cyber Chase and the Bear in the Big Blue House.
Yeah, and then that one
Oh
show
my
where, like,
God.
the lions were teaching you things like I can't remember.
Read Between the
library.
Lions.
Yeah.
PBS
Oh my
was
God.
dope.
Bear in the Big Blue House.
Bananas in pajamas.
I don't
Yes.
think I saw that.
I don't recall that one.
Oh, Reba, you try.
Am I just old?
No, we are.
I'm 30 fucking 3.
Hoff is older
Okay,
than
well, I'm-
everyone else here,
well,
I
I'm-
think.
Well, I'm 31. I turned 32 this year, so
Then why the fuck
you're
don't
not that
I
much older
remember
than
that?
me. Bananas in pajamas? They had a little song.
Was it on like regular network or was it on cable? Because I was a poor kid.
No, I'm pretty
PBS
sure it was
is
on.
like channel 3 for everyone, isn't it? That's
it was on
nationwide.
ABC.
Which
was-
Uh,
That was just standard. Like everyone should have had that.
Yeah, I don't recall that one. I don't know if I ever watched that.
I'm definitely with you on this, Reba, so I don't know about Hoff.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah, they were in little striped pajamas.
All right, I gotta look this up
The
now.
only thing in Striped
Hold on,
Pajamas I know is
I'm
the boy
posting a
in the striped
picture in
pajamas.
I kind of remember the characters, but I don't think I watched it much. There was a few things that like mom just wouldn't let me watch, like that and Teletubbies.
What?
To be
Huh?
fair, Teletubbies is
It's brain rot. It's
Terrifying.
absolute brain rot. We watched it later when I was like in middle school. My mom saw it on and decided to leave it on TV, and we watched a bit of it. I just remember one part. It's like showing this kid who seemed a little slow, like showing you around her house, and my mom just goes, "I'm a little dumb because I watch Teletubbies."
Making fun of the disabled
child.
kid.
Yeah, it was. I don't. She wasn't a disabled kid. I don't think.
Fucking tard. Oh no, this engine's. Oh no. I fucked up. Hmm.
Speaking of core memories, why is this Flash game thing taking so goddamn long to install?
Reba, you didn't get a crown for Rompopolo, did you?
Only a silver.
Okay. Because I looked at my investigations and I realized I have a gold crown.
I'm sorry. Every time I hear that name, I think
No.
about Mark Ruffalo.
Rompopolo.
I just
Starring
think
Rompopolo
of-
as the Hulk.
I'm not. I had to share the brain rat.
every time I hear it, I think of Femininomenon.
That works too.
This might be too straight of a chat for any of you to understand that reference.
I don't understand that.
Little
I
over
just
my
know you
head.
sing it every time
Ellen?
you hear Rompopolo.
It's a Chaplerone song, and there's a part where she says "rum pom pom pom,"
I mean,
Which
hey, I know
sounds-
Pink Pony Club.
which is a start.
I am a massive boomer when it comes to my music taste. I mainly listen to like Dire Straits, so
No, to be fair, Mark Knopfler,
oh yeah,
top 10 guitarist all time.
yep.
Can I get a fucking mini crown,
What the
please?
fuck is
Anything
wrong
other
with
than
this
a silver?
train?
I don't know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
Got no gas in it.
No, it do.
I know what's wrong with it.
Here we go.
So Stormy, now that I don't have food, you're more than welcome to the desk. I love your company.
I have to capture my cat. He really wants my barbecue chips.
Stormy just wants any not cat food. Isn't that right? Good glare she just gave me.
My cat has tastes. He likes barbecue. He doesn't like sour cream and onion.
Dude, sour cream and
Oh, we
onion
were
is
talking about
flavor.
chips earlier, Hoff. What was the thing you hated?
Fucking everything's got to be pickle flavored.
See, I don't like pickles, so
I like
I
pickles.
love pickles, but pickle flavored things are not good.
Yes. That's exactly what I've been saying.
It has to hit the right balance of sour and dill. And the only one that does it for me right now is Miss Vicky's with the spicy dill pickle.
all pickles.
Also
trash,
because those
that
are
is my
kettle
mindset.
chips and those are bomb to begin with.
So, when I was done drywalling with my brother, we ran by a drive-through liquor store, which is also awesome.
What?
Yes, that exists in Colorado. But
Wild.
Also
the-
Wisconsin, but we're alcoholics.
it's a lot of states.
So
I mean, yeah.
Do they put a straw in it for you?
no, you still can't have an open
Yeah, it's not open container.
thing,
but
but
you
it's
can pull up
like
if
you could.
This is actively
Can I get
encouraging
a-
drinking and driving. Like,
Can I get a 30 pack of Coors? And they're
do
just
they
like,
have
sure.
it? Is it from a cooler? Like, are these already chilled as you get them in the car?
Yeah,
Oh my fucking god!
yeah. No, they just got fridges.
Like,
and
at least
shit.
if-
You
at
just
least
drive up
if-
and be like,
Like, at least if they handed them to you warm, there'd be an alibi.
I mean, to be fair, I
Well,
live in
I don't-
Wisconsin, which is the only state where your first DUI isn't a crime.
I'm sorry,
That makes
what?
sense.
Yeah.
I'm
Jesus.
from the Midwest. I've heard a lot about Wisconsin.
Okay, so
Yeah,
around here,
we
there's
are, well, the first one's free.
they're still okay. So in New England, they're still called package stores because of fucking prohibition. They're not open on liquor stores are not open on Sundays, and you also can't buy alcohol in a grocery store. What the fuck is going on in the rest of the country?
There's nothing else to do.
Holy
And it's cold as shit.
It's cold as shit here too. What do you mean?
It's a different kind of cold when you ain't got trees.
That's true. It's very flat.
Yeah, we do
Yeah.
have trees, as Trev was mesmerized by on a trip.
Like when you.
I mean, like,
you-
I live in more northern Wisconsin, so it is more forested than
I was
when I
about to
live
say,
Are you like
in
past
Milwaukee.
Oshkosh?
But I am in what is considered northern Wisconsin. Like, I am very close to a lot of the Native American reservations.
Oh. See, Brian, I was only mesmerized by the trees because I didn't think Connecticut even knew what a tree was. Idaho has a lot of trees.
But we have
You
forests.
didn't think
But we have
Connecticut had
forests too.
trees?
Dude, look at Idaho. Half of Idaho is mountain and forest.
I mean, yeah, but have you never seen pictures of New England other than, like, Boston?
Like, this is where, like, half the reason they colonized New England was because they used our trees to make the masts for sailing ships.
All that shit's New York, right?
No, mostly Vermont, actually.
And I just never really went to the, like, New England before, at least not that far.
Uh,
I've been to, like, D.C., but that doesn't really count.
I just think about fucking Washington and his guys hauling cannons through those fucking forests, and it's like, my fucking god, how did they do that? I want to get you guys. I want to either visit Trevor or have you guys back out because there's so much shit we missed. I don't know. How much has passed through the grapevine to you, Reba, about that trip?
I have definitely told you about
almost
Wacky
nothing.
Chad.
Oh, and the curse?
Or have I not?
If you did, I do not remember. That feels like something that I should remember.
The curse of Wacky Chad.
Dude that gave me COVID is street named Wacky Chad.
Yeah, I don't think I heard that.
Okay. Should we start from the beginning with Hoff's flight got delayed a day. Trevor, James, and I went and saw. Where did we go? We went to Mystic Seaport, right?
Yeah, we went to Mystic Seaport.
Yeah.
What is a James?
James is a friend of ours who is large, ginger, and likes to slur.
Okay, so I've seen the picture, so I think I know who you're talking about.
Thought Patrol in this chat.
I think. He's
Hot
one
potato.
of my best friends.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing the pictures, and I think I know who everyone else is. So that would.
It was like the one outsider.
Yeah, the one person who I
Okay.
was not sure.
Let's
about.
see.
Okay,
And then
continue.
Maddie, we did, we met up with Maddie outside of Boston at this place, which is like a reincarnation of a colonial village called, I can't remember. Why the
Sturbridge.
Sturbridge. Why did you remember?
I don't know. My mind
Sturbridge
remembers
is
weird
great.
things.
Fair enough. Sturbridge Village. That was fun. Got to see how they made cheese.
I thought it was butter, but
Oh yeah, no, it was butter. You're right. It was something milk.
They were milking something.
Yeah. Hopefully not a bull. I need milk. Let's see, and then we did the day with Maddie up in Boston. She took us all over that fucking place. In
took
the
us to Faneuil Hall. That was beautiful.
Faneuil Hall, which was
That
like
was
the
okay.
meeting house where the revolution started.
That
like the
was
boat.
where I got the COVID from Wacky Chad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was outside.
Because
of that.
what did he do? He like came up to you and said, "You look like
So-
bad luck."
He was giving everyone high fives, and then he gets to me and he's like, "You look like bad luck," and then just goes on his merry way.
Love that for you.
The rest of the
No, no,
trip,
no, it
Trev
gets
was
worse, it gets
genuine. Trev was genuinely cursed for the rest of the trip.
Dude, the rest of that day fucking sucked. Like,
You
literally
couldn't-
after that,
you-
all I wanted was Dunkin' Donuts.
You know,
There is, like,
we
36
spent like
Dunkin' Donuts
we
in
spent like
downtown
2
Boston.
hours looking for a Dunkin' Donuts. It's the middle of the day in summer in Boston.
in Boston on a Saturday.
And
So
there's no holiday. It's not a holiday.
it's not a holiday. There's nothing going on. It's just a random Saturday. And what was it? July, August?
August.
Yeah.
There was the roving hordes of scooters. That
they-
might have affected.
that might have scared off the Dunkins. That's right.
Either way, we go to a few and like they're all closed, like for no reason. and then we get to across the street from one. I'm like, oh my god, they're still open, and I step foot
Ass.
in the road, and they flip their sign on me. Like I literally just put my toes in the road, and the sign changed. I'm like, lovely.
Let's see.
There was also the ranch water.
Yeah, we'll get to the ranch water. Because that's after Trev also got COVID.
Yeah.
Well, that was after. That's right.
Let's see. Maddie took us to have delicious Indian food.
Oh my god, that was like the best Indian I've ever had.
Yeah, I want to go back.
There's
Hope
a
they're
joke
still
in there
there.
somewhere.
There is. Probably racist.
Wouldn't call it racist.
Let's see. We took the train from Boston to New York City. We were going to be there for, what, 3-4 days?
I think it was 3 or 4. I mean, we stayed there the whole time.
Yeah. Meanwhile, all of us are feeling progressively, like, worse and worse. I'm touring around the city. We do things. We grab the bull nuts at Times Square. Or no, at Wall Street. Went and saw Statue of Liberty. Checked a whole bunch of stuff off everyone's bucket list. Went to a Yankees game, and Trev was, like, actively sitting there dying from COVID.
I fell asleep.
He deadass fell asleep deadass fell asleep at Yankee Stadium.
And it was the Yankees and the Mets, right? Like, it was like a huge game.
We pre-gamed across the street, and the bar was packed.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say you guys pre-gamed. I think I had just mozzarella sticks because I couldn't fucking feel my face.
You were gone.
I think you fell asleep at the Yankees game.
Oh, I did. I absolutely fell asleep.
I was like, the whole time I'm like, I'm talking with you and or Hoff and James, be like, okay, so I understand baseball, so here's what's going on. I can actually talk about like the different plays and what's going on, and I'm like keeping them up to speed, like what's happening. And that whole time, Trev is just looking straight ahead. Like, at one point, I almost wanted to like check in for a pulse. Getting home from the game was also a fucking nightmare because half of the goddamn subways weren't running in ways that made no sense. And even me, like the navigational bloodhound, I know New York like the back of my hand. Deadass, Trev, Hoff, at any point, did you guys have to open a map?
No.
Exactly. I gave up. I threw in the towel after like 3 times where I'm like, I have to reprocess and like realign the GPS in my head. I'm like, no, fuck it, Uber.
Oh yeah, I remember the Uber.
Yeah.
I fell asleep in there too.
They were careening like so fast on these fucking highways, like zipping in and out of traffic. I think at one point I saw they were doing 80 and like all of the taillights were doing that thing where they're just like beams going past.
Oh yes,
To
these
be
stick
fair, a lot of the roads were surprisingly clear.
Yeah.
At least when we got over to Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. At that point, we all are like, we're all feeling like shit. We're like, maybe we should take some COVID tests. And Trev's comes back positive, and we're all like, oh shit.
And I'm the only one, mind you. I have been in the same living space as all of these people for like
We have been living
Yeah.
with each other for like almost a week at this point. And Trevor's the only one who's still positive with COVID. But
My
this
14-day vacation turned into a 9-day vacation. I flew home.
he flew home. We trained back up to my place. We said goodbye because I think Hoff, you left out of New York, correct?
Yeah. he left
Yeah,
out
I
of
had
New
to
York.
leave
We
out
took
of
him
New
to the
York.
plane.
I didn't have a lot of time.
No, but you still took a week, which was a lot at the time.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Trev flew home a couple days later. But that trip still has a lot of good and bad memories, despite the horrible COVID.
Oh, every memory was good. It's funny stories. I love telling those stories, but it's just like, mother.
I want to do it
Fucker, Wacky
again
Chad,
so
fuck you.
bad. We need to hunt him. That's the only way to break the curse. We need to kill him.
I mean, to be fair, I think I got COVID because my immune system was already shot because I had a wisdom teeth pulled like 3 days before I flew out.
Yeah, that wouldn't help.
Or no, it was 5 days, and then I got a dry socket, and it was the very first dry socket I've ever had with a tooth pull. So I think that like that fucked my immune system because usually I don't get sick like ever.
I also distinctly remember, like, when we first got on the train from Connecticut to Boston, I remember I was sitting across from, we had to sit all in different places and then, like, come together as other people got off the train. And I remember the seat Trev was in was like, the woman there had been, like, kind of coughing a little before, and I'm like, huh. Maybe I should, like, tell Trev and, like, sanitize that, but he'll probably be okay. He's a young guy like me, has a good immune system.
She was
I didn't think anything of it, and then a few days later, Trev is sneezing and coughing up a storm. I'm like, oh no, oh god, oh fuck.
She worked for Wacky Chad.
She worked for Wacky. She was the harbinger.
Yeah.
That bitch.
Trev, you have a gold Rompopolo, right?
Yeah, I have the big one. We need a mini.
Okay. I reset and I happened to get bonds for tempered Rompopolo, so I'm gonna search for a mini.
Yeah, I'm doing random quests while I wait for a Harabami to spawn.
I think that's another one that I don't have
I don't have either.
either.
So I joined this dude's hunt, and like literally within the first minute and a half, I died. Didn't come close to that afterwards, but
I always
went-
feel really bad when I join someone else's quest and I die because I'm like,
dude, I felt even worse because like I was in the middle of doing my offset attack, and I was like a millisecond shy. Like my animation finished as like, so like my sword was like hitting the up like the very last frame of my offset, and then the frame ended, and then his chain hit me, and I just got one shot. That was the worst part. It was a one shot too. Like it wasn't even like I was at low health. No, he like fucking one shot me. I was like, ooh, that's bad. That's really bad. I took that, and it was not like a champ.
giggity.
I'm saving it for Magala Hunt. It's not a crown or anything, but it gives 12 gems, so
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
I think they're all weapon gems too. I am trying to find crowns for the temper or the apex monsters too, because I know that they only spawn in their like actual areas. Which makes farming them a little bit harder.
But don't they? I mean, at least, although I don't know. What are the apexes?
Uthduna, Raydao, the Fire Octopus, and, well, Jindahad is, but Jindahad doesn't count.
Okay.
But it's Raydao, Uthduna, and Nudra.
Okay. Because I
Whenever
know whenever Jindahad spawns, it like marks it.
Yeah,
on
it'll
my
always
map.
tell you. But Jindahad is also one that, it's always the same size no matter what. So we
Yeah.
don't- that's one of the three.
So
we
it doesn't
don't
really
worry
matter.
about.
Although there is an achievement for hunting 50 apexes.
Yeah. Slowly working on that one. I think them just
Oh,
takes a
so
while.
Trev, I told you about the rat at my work, right?
Define the rat.
It's
Like-
a person who
Okay,
did
then yes.
rat behavior. Okay.
Yes.
What
you
is-
told me.
So,
I,
did I-
Oh,
So, okay. Well, there's a fucking gold crown. Eat my whole asshole. So I'll give a little backstory. So there was a guy at my work. We'll call him Rat.
okay.
For anonymity.
Is this a
Uh,
just okay? When you say rat, am I imagining a fat man or like a skinny man? There's no middle ground.
no, he's a skinny man. It's
Okay.
more that he had rat behavior.
Okay.
I'm
and
seeing the
so-
rat from Flushed Away. Anyway,
I'm thinking about Rat
was
Man
pretty
from
bad.
Portal.
that too.
But so, up until this is probably like a month ago, I had zero problems with him. Right? And for reference, like I work in IT, I'm like the level 2, so I was this guy's escalation point. And had no issues with him. One day, like I was like talking to like someone else and was like talking about like someone else brought up how this dude basically snitched on everyone to HR, and I was like, oh really, that's weird. I've never had an issue with him. Cue the next day, I'm working on a ticket where everything has gone to shit. Like this is
Is
like,
this like the time at my work where the reply all email had the bots from like people going on vacation also replying all, and the email server melted down in about 20 minutes?
Not really. It was basically something with like a software update that didn't go well. And I'm like talking with the vendor and they're like, yeah, like, so you're just gonna have to revert the snapshot. I know for a fact that I made a snapshot when I updated this software. When I go to revert back to it, it's not there. So I have to work with like someone on our engineering team to restore from a backup, which is a lot more difficult, a lot more time consuming.
Yep.
So I'm talking to like 5 different people about this. Like different engineers talking with like the site contact, talking with the vendor. And Rat messages me about like this other ticket that I had closed. And he's like, yeah, like this person's calling back. And I'm like, hey, I do not have time to deal with this right now. Like you can tell her I will call her back later. I don't know when. And he's like, well, I really need a time. And I'm like, I don't know. Like this could be done in 20 minutes. This could be done in 4 hours. I genuinely do not know when I'm going to be done with this. And he will not drop this. And I'm like, okay, just tell her Monday. Like, whatever, I will call her back on Monday. This was a Friday. I will call her back on Monday. Just tell her that. He's like, well, I need like a time and day so that like we can coordinate this. And I'm like, I told you Monday. And like, this is all through like Microsoft Teams. And admittedly, that was a little snippy. I will give him that. Now, and that was kind of just the end of it. Or so I thought.
That should
I
have
get a
been.
message. I get a message later in the day from my team lead, who was out of the office, by the way, that Rat had snitched on me about this. And like he was just like, yeah, so like Rat had reached out to me regarding your interaction earlier and blah blah blah. I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like I didn't say, like, I didn't swear, I didn't call him names. I admittedly got a little snippy, but like, this is a grown-ass man.
This is the kind of man who you have to dance on eggshells around because he'll just be a dickhead.
Well, yeah, apparently. Like, I didn't know this because, like, I had never had an issue with him before. And so I had, like, a team meeting, or, like, a meeting with my boss, like, the next week about it. And my boss was just like, yeah, like I saw the screenshots, like you were busy. He should have been more understanding of that. Like, you're fine. And I was like, I know I'm fine. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't say anything. So I get a message later that day because he had a meeting, like my team lead had a meeting with the rat too. And so I get another message from my team lead and he's like, hey, so rat engaged HR about like the interaction with you and also like interactions that I've had with him. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
So is this becoming a big thing?
Like, this has become just like a huge fucking thing. And apparently, so my team lead, the whole reason my team lead was out of the office that Friday was he was at like a leadership thing. So all of the team leads were at this. And so apparently when he reached out initially, my team lead was just like, hey, you know, like I'm busy, like I can't really take a call right now. And he was going to reach out to another team lead about it. And I'm like, okay, one, it's not that serious. Two, I'm imagining what, like him reaching out to one of the other team leads and him just being like, okay, so what's the fucking problem? She told you Monday. The fuck? So all of this happens. Like, we're threatened with HR. Nothing ever comes of it. And from that point, like, I am walking on eggshells with this dude. And, like, I had been documenting a bunch of shit to my team lead about him because he was pissing me off. Like, I didn't have a problem with him until that point. So, like, there were a bunch of times where he would reach out about a ticket, and I would be like, hey, like, if you give me, like, 20 minutes, I can look over this with you. Like, I'm finishing up on something. And he's like, I'm just going to escalate it. While at the same time talking about how badly he wanted to learn. And I'm like, how are you going to learn if you're not willing to hold on to a ticket for 20 minutes?
Right.
So, last week, all of a sudden, like, he hit me up at like 10:30.
At
About
night or
something.
in the morning?
In the morning,
Okay.
like normal time, and everything seemed fine. We all get an email at like 11:30 that is just like, Rat has exited the company effective immediately, and we're all just like, yo, what the fuck?
Aw.
Happy as shit.
Buy a
We're all happy
cake.
as shit because he sucked. Like, he was bad at his job. Like, some of our clients complained about him to us.
That's bad.
And so we had like a quick meeting about it, and he's like, our team lead's like, yeah, like, I can't really say much about it. We're like, well, I wanted the tea. Give me the tea. And someone else on my team was like, well, was it like his decision to leave, or like was it the company's? And he said like a little bit of both. We're like, that doesn't answer any of my questions, but okay.
Is this the point where someone goes down to the local courthouse and finds out he was a pedo?
No, but that happened another time with a different
Oh,
person.
no.
Oh no!
I'll tell you about that one too. Hold up. So basically, we find out this dude, you know, he sucked at his job. They tried to put him on a PIP, and like the PIP that
making sure I
performance
know.
improvement plan.
Yeah, making sure I had my corporate
And,
lingo
like,
correct.
And like our company is like very lenient on PIPs. Like like other companies, like getting put on a PIP is kind of like a death sentence. Ours isn't. But he was so bad at his job that like it wasn't gonna work out. So he was just like, no, I'm not doing that, and left. Which is probably good for the company because of how often he went to HR. He kind of had immunity from being fired.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's gone, and my workload has dropped significantly.
Woo!
Shockingly.
I guess your
Like,
blood
wow,
pressure
is that
too.
how work's supposed to be?
Well, he would like be sending me things that didn't need to be sent to me constantly. And so now the tickets that would have gone to him are going to my competent teammates.
Oh yeah.
So I don't have as many tickets to deal with. Oh, so now about the pedophile. Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
So
Yeah,
I curveballed into a bombshell.
let's backtrack. So this was probably like 2 years ago. He wasn't on. We have like separate teams. He wasn't on my team, so I didn't really have a ton of like interactions with him. But we had gotten an email, and it was like, "Oh, so and so is going to be out the rest of the week due to a family emergency." And we're like, "Oh, you know, like hope everything's good. Hope everything's fine." He ends up being gone for like a week, and finally we get an email that's like, so and so is no longer an employee of my company, effective immediately. If any clients ask about this, please refer them to like the vice president of HR or like our director.
And you're like, the president? Oh my, like the
Yeah,
director.
because that's never been a thing. Like any other time there's been like an employee exit, it's always, regardless of if it's like a resignation or a termination, has always just been so and so has exited the company effective today.
Whatever.
We wish them well in future endeavors.
Yeah, your bullshit corpo.
And that was not the yeah,
But, like,
and that
that's
was not this. And we're like, what the fuck? And like literally like 5 minutes later, another dude on my team sends a link about this dude
Oh my, is it the
getting
registry?
getting arrested for like he was basically part of a sting
Oh.
where a like basic what's that show with Chris Hansen, To Catch a Predator?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my
like where
god.
there was a cop pretending to be a teenager and texting him, and he got arrested.
Damn.
And we're just like, bro, what the fuck? And like looking back, like he did kind of have a little bit of a pedo look to him, but
I mean, the same thing also happened at my work as well. I know the story. Dude, it's
God.
scary.
oh,
I
another
mean-
pedo.
I just have to deal with alcoholics and drunks and
See, those
like
are easy.
like crackheads
Same.
trying to steal copper wire, but like
Those are easy. No, dude. What's worse is like, so like, the company that I worked for, they always do like, every year for a little while. I don't know if they do it anymore, but like, there's a camp up north in the mountains, like for disabled kids, like both like physically and mentally disabled kids, like it's a camp, like a little summer camp, and people that work with the company would go up and like volunteer some of their time, and me and a couple others, we went up there for a couple days. A year later, the gal that went with us, she sends me a link, and it's like the repository, like the arrest record, and it's the dude that went with us for having like over a terabyte of child porn.
Ugh.
And we're all just like, and I'm
a
just like,
terror. You know that an image is
And I was
like takes up
yeah,
like
yeah,
no storage.
no, I know. And that's why I was like, oh my god, we took him to a camp with children. Oh my god. And she's like, I am sick. I was like, that is, oh. I shared a car.
Go get your seats reupholstered.
Well, it wasn't my car, thank goodness, but I'm just like, well, and then it's funny because like at my current job, there was someone who was like applying for a job there, and he was walking around the facility with my supervisor, which is like the second in the company because it's like there's literally only 20 of us, so the hierarchy is like pretty small. But yeah, so he's walking around, and then like later, like I'm talking with my supervisor about it. He's like, oh yeah, that dude seemed kind of nice or whatever. And then an hour after that, he comes back and he's like, yeah, that dude's never gonna work here. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because he is on the sex offenders list for something with the kids. And I'm like, oh.
you're like, oh yeah, that's
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I found that out, I would have killed him in the back room. And he's like, yeah, that's fair. And I was like, dude, you shook that man's hand.
He looks at him like chops it off.
No, he just kind of looked at me and he's like, hey, yeah, I don't think I can scrub that out. I'm going to try, but I don't think I can. But I'm just like,
this still hurts to talk about because it was a creator that I cared about a lot at the time, because he was doing a lot of community work and really good things. And if you know, you know, because it's a channel that I used to watch religiously. It's how I found Smitty. Who remembers Mini Lad?
I was just about to say it's fucking Mini Lad, isn't it?
I used to love his content. He had like such a way with like positivity. His channel was like all good vibes.
Oh,
And
dude,
then
I
he was
loved
a fucking pedo.
I actually really liked his old content, and then yeah, I was like, oh, no.
He went on tour. I saw him on tour with Big Jiggly Panda doing a comedy routine.
Oh, that's so fucking funny. I love Panda.
Panda was fucking hilarious.
Most
Oh
of
my
those are.
God.
Wait, Panda got taken down too?
No, Panda
No,
was
no,
on
he was-
tour with Minnie.
Oh.
It
I like
hurts.
I like the fact that Nogla and Terrorizer still like mock him
Good.
consistently in their streams.
Nogla.
Dude, Nogla's funny as shit. I love that man.
Didn't one of them hang up the content hat a little while back?
That was Moose Knuckle,
Okay.
and yes, that was his name.
I know. I
But
remember
Manners
the whole
is
crew.
still going.
Fuck yes.
Doesn't Vanos also have like a music career
Yes.
on
I
the
don't
side?
know. If fucking Filthy Frank can end up with a successful music career.
Well, I think Vanos is doing more like EDM style music. Not
Yes.
my taste, but
I haven't kept up with it at all. I fell off of that when I graduated high school pretty much.
yeah, I only got into Smitty a couple years ago because I had seen a video and it was hilarious, and Emily had just had tonsil surgery, so she's like, send me some things to watch, and I sent her a video, and she like texted me like a few minutes later, and she's like, can you send me something not funny, like it hurts to laugh? And I'm like, I did not even think about that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, tonsil surgery, not fun. It basically renders you unable to talk for about a month.
Yeah.
I've luckily never had to do that.
It fucking sucked. They're like,
it sucks.
they told me all this wonderful stuff too. Like the doctors and my grandparents were all like, "You'll be able to eat all the ice cream you want. You won't snore at night anymore."
That's bullshit.
I snore more.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think that, yeah, that's fucking bullshit. I tell you what. Bullshit. Oh, it'll make you not snore. Fuck that.
No.
I told you that's a fucking liar.
Whoever told me that lied their fucking ass off. Okay, this relates back to the fucking trip. Oh my god, so for one night in Boston, Trev, James, and I had to share a hotel room. So I know that I snore bad. So I waited until everyone else was asleep to finally fall asleep myself. I did the courteous thing. And then I wake up and it's like a bomb went off in the room. James is facing away from me, like three
No, James was on the
pillows.
floor.
James was on the floor. Trev had like 3 pillows stacked on top of his head, and Hoff has like it held in a U shape over both of his ears. And like, I'm like, oh no, oh
The funny part was
no.
looking at James. He's just on the floor staring
Yeah.
at the wall. Just eyes wide open, just staring at the wall. He's just like, I'm like, oh no, that dude.
He had seen war. He had seen like the pits of hell.
It looked like he just got back from Nam, like honestly, like it was just like, dude.
Fucked up. And we had to catch a train in a couple hours. I'm
luckily we-
fine. I'm fine. The navigator is okay. Everyone else is not.
It was funny though. I will admit that was hilarious. After the fact, during the night, that fucking sucked.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
I was sleeping really good,
And then you
but
woke
then I
up.
woke up. I had to pee. I had to pee. It was either I go to the bathroom or I piss on off. Like, I didn't want to do that.
Oh,
so,
he probably liked
I
it.
went to the bathroom. Yeah, that's fair. But anyway, I went to the bathroom, and then like as I was like getting up, and I'm like, God, what is that fucking noise? And then like I realized I was like, oh my God, that's Brian. And I looked down and I see James staring at the wall. It was like you woke him up the minute you started, and it was just like, and he just kind of like looked at me and he looked sad, but it was like a defeated sad, like he was just like, sucks.
I would have, if you guys had woken me up, I would have like given you time to get back to sleep again. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It was funny.
I still feel so bad about it.
It was
At
only
the
worse for me
time,
because I was actively
despised you,
sick.
but it's fine.
The
I mean,
anguish,
yeah,
the anguish has dispersed with time.
well, yeah, and then it's like the Airbnb that we had in New York. That was nice because there were separate rooms.
Yeah, I did that intentionally.
Oh, I remember. I just still remember being sexually harassed in that fucking dining room.
What? Oh, yeah.
If you didn't want it, then why were you wearing that?
You
My boxers.
Trev, we need to tell that now.
I walk out
James
like a
and
whore in my
James and I are
boxers and a
sitting at the
t-shirt.
table watching coffee. Hoff is watching like something on the TV. We're all like getting like ready for the day, about to have breakfast. Like, Trev should be up soon. He comes out, pours a cup of coffee, and there was an audible like pause in the room, and James just shouts, "God damn!"
That I.
We are all staring as Trev is cheeked up on like a Tuesday morning.
I was objectified.
You were.
I still am.
Look, do I need to paste the fucking Quiplash? What was it, Quiplash or the word thing?
It was the fucking job application one.
Oh, job.
Yeah,
I
just
need to go
all
find them.
that fucking game. Literally the only one I remember is just I want to be pressed up against Trevor Naked. I'm like, what the fuck? Who put any of these words together?
I love.
And it was just an hour of that.
Ruby losing his shit. Like, who the fuck put in QWERTY?
Yeah, it's even worse too, because at some point I was like, who put Parkinson's in here? Why?
So totally Papa Parkinson's with a Trevin.
Oh, a bunch of fucking animals. I want to play fucking Jackbox Party games again soon. I also really want to
We
play.
need-
what's
we
that
need
fucking game
Maddie.
called? Repo. Yes. Yeah, she's not on as often as she used to be. Yeah, half the time I talk to her, I just call her on my way home, and I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing?" It's like a 10-minute conversation, but okay. And
I
it's like,
can't
okay, cool, I'll
find
call
them.
you in a
Where'd
couple
they
weeks.
go? Where'd the images go?
I think they're in the best of.
They are, but I can't find them. There it is. Go copy. Where the fuck is Reba in my DMs?
Good question.
Oh, here about me. I can get a crown off of this one.
Excuse me.
Yeah, if you see one, let me know. Otherwise, if you want to do like one or two,
I'm down to kill something just so that I'm not I've been trying to get this raid out for a while now. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if the apexes are the ones that like change
Hmm.
when you like fast travel in and out, because I have looked at this raid out at least 20 times. He doesn't look any size different. And I haven't even seen a silver crown, so I don't know. Yeah, he's still the same fucking size. Absolutely massive.
Alright. Well, I gotta dip off. I gotta be up early for a fucking meeting.
F.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
it's always fucking useless, but it is.
That's how work be.
Yeah. I'll talk to y'all.
Have a good night.
Yeah, have a good one.
Please.
I bet you Link Party, because apparently we weren't a Link Party anymore.
Yeah, mine like randomly put me offline. Or
Oh,
whatever
I did that
reason.
earlier. Yeah, I caught the message of Reba left like as it was leaving, so I didn't know what it said. I just saw Reba and I was like, oh, she didn't post a quest. I don't know what the game's talking about. Yeah. Well, we can do one of yours and then one of mine. And then...
Yeah, let's. Here's Alma. So I've got the Rompopolo, Rathian, Eon Kutku, Jarkin, Chattacabra, or Gormagala.
Let...
I'm pretty sure those are all mini crowns, by the way.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm not entirely convinced that any of those are real words.
They're not. There was a
Alright.
TikTok that I saw recently that was like all Monster Hunter monsters are gibberish.
See, I want to play a game. Is it a Monster Hunter monster or is it made up?
Is
Now,
it like
Brian,
a Spanish
I'm gonna,
chupacabra demon?
No, okay, so first I'm gonna make Brian give me a choice between a Yeon Kutku or a Chattacabra.
Kupku is the
Alright,
Monster
fight
Hunter.
Kutku, Reba.
All right.
Oh no, I was just
will-
asking like which one we should fight, but
Oh,
I
okay.
the
will.
chicken.
It sounds cuter.
Well, they're both
no.
ugly.
No, I think the Chattacabra is kind of cute.
I kind of like bullying the Chattacabra because you can like stab it in the asshole and it's funny. All right, Brian. I'm just gonna name off some names. Kongalala. Balahara. Doshagama.
That's not a real word.
You've already heard Rompopolo. Zuwu. That's real.
Uh-huh.
Gypsaros.
But it is also an octopus.
So not only is it Zulu, it is a hentai Zulu. I digress. Bulonganga. Now this one actually sounds really cool, so I can't really complain. But Gormagala.
Mm.
Oh, I forgot to eat. Gotta have cook steak. I'm trying to think of other monsters that have funny names from World. There's a lot of fucking monsters. After our 2 hunts review, I'm going to look at Monster Hunter World monsters and I'm just going to name those off because those are also funny. Beotodus, that's one.
That's fake.
Gyartodus.
That can't be real.
Everything I've said is real. That's the worst part.
Unfortunate.
The worst part is I'm pretty sure these names all sound cool in Japanese.
Ooh, that reminds me of something I wanted to mention earlier. Like, I know ramen is like the go-to like Japanese food, but I would much rather have like some really good either takoyaki or like dim sum, or even if you had I can't remember the fucking name of it. What's the thin pork cutlet? Somebody help me.
Katsu?
Tonkatsu, yes.
Love katsu.
There's so many other Japanese dishes that I wish would get the spotlight.
Right. Oh, speaking of katsu and whatever else you said, it made
Takoyaki.
me think of World Monster. Titsuyaku.
Mm.
That is a monster.
Takoyaki are these little, like, fried octopus bread balls. They're
It's
delicious.
just like calamari, but a ball.
Yeah. And also octopus, not squid.
Octopus, squid, they both have legs.
Yeah, so do fucking lobsters. What do you mean?
Lobsters are delicious. I will fuck up a plate of lobster.
Hold on, let me find you, like, a gif of people making takoyaki.
Pretty about that last hit with the sleep. I just want you to know I did 1,500 damage.
You did what?
I did 1,500 damage with that hit.
That's that attack up bonus, baby.
Yeah, you're I think the lowest I've hit is like a 300.
Yeah, man. Hunter horn main. When I'm playing with other people,
Hunter horn. When you're by yourself, dual blades.
yeah, pretty much. Let's see.
Come on, Stormy. Well, it's cool that you know how to use hunting horn, because I still don't understand the dances. All I know is that you do like a little rain dance jig, and then bada bing, bada boom, everyone has attack up.
It pretty
it's
much
already
tells
almost dead.
you. It pretty much tells you in the top
Here's how to
corner,
make some of the best food
like
in the world.
what,
Of course, I'm talking takoyaki. You make
like what buttons to press to do the different
Oh,
sounds.
okay. Because in
Yeah,
Monster Hunter World,
it is
didn't
kind
do
of
that.
full. Oh yeah, it's kind of foolproof in this one.
Yeah, in Worlds it didn't give you that option. It was just like, here are the colored notes that correspond to like certain inputs. You have to know the inputs. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, this one you don't need to know the inputs, which is
That is fantastic.
beautiful.
Yeah, that was that made that really easy with the attack up and everything.
Yeah.
I was hitting hard. My cat is in the way of my keyboard, so I will open that. Yeah. Thanks, Stern.
Alright, and then I can get rid of that investigation because they're rewards I can do. And just so that way I know which ones we've
Right.
done and haven't done.
I'm gonna keep a few for Bill whenever he decides to play this game again, or whoever else wants some. But that should be done everything. All right, let's see here. I have a lot. So I have a Nursilla. I have a
Gold.
Quematrice. Crown, yeah.
Gold crown, okay.
I can't remember what the Quematrice is. It's either small or big. I know that much. I think I have a big gold Blonganga. Yeah, I think everything else we've already done. I just have saved still.
So Blonganga, Nursilla. I think you have a gold gore, but I don't feel like dealing with that right now.
No, we did the gold core the other day.
No we did not.
No, we did.
No we didn't.
Right, I know we did.
I do not have that.
There's no way. Because we did
I
that hunt.
am-
I know we did. Oh my god, that's when your power went out.
Yeah, if that was...
We were doing that.
Were we in the middle of that one, or were we about to start it? I don't...
I think.
I-
Because
I
know
thought
that
we were just looking for... I was looking for gold or for mini crowns. I don't think we were in the middle of that fight.
Oh, I don't know that because I know that I swear you did that fight with me.
Well, I can promise you, I do not have that in my inventory. But I also don't feel like
Yeah, I
starting
don't
that one
wanna
right
do
now.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna give
let's
you the option
go-
of the Nursilla or the Quemetries because the Blungonga's tempered. So I don't wanna,
let's
I don't wanna fight the
go.
monster.
Let's go Nursilla because that'll give. Because at that point we'll have the mini and the
And large.
gold crown for it. So
Cool. And then, just for you, I was in the wild the other day, like I was trying to hunt an Uthduna. And ironically enough, I looked over and there was a big gold crown Arkfeld flying overhead. So I was like, oh, well, I already have that, but I'll save that for Reba.
Oh yeah, because we're gonna have to do those because I want that armor is gonna be really good for my dual blades build.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like the constant hits killing you.
Oh yeah.
Yes, give me that attack up.
I don't know what self improvement does, but
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. It probably boosts something of yours, but I don't know what it would be.
what's nice is that like I can hit the monster to do this, but I can also just like stay back and get the buffs.
I like that.
Because let's see.
I know you have echo bubbles that those deal damage, but
Well, so do
well,
the
I'm not
hits
sure
on
if
the
that horn does, but
like the hits on the monster do too. But
oh, I know. I'm just saying I know that the echo bubbles are good. From what I hear, I never actually. Every post I've seen about echo bubbles, they say that echo bubbles are great.
yeah, let's see what else I got here.
I just cured the poison.
Here, have full health again.
Thank you. Melody of Life is fantastic. Quit running away from me.
He's coming after me for whatever reason.
It's because he knows that you're the buff giver. Which, to be fair, in any other RPG, I am definitely going for the buff giver first.
Anyway, have that attack up again.
Excuse me for a minute, restroom.
Good.
Hey, Mr. Spider, what if you left me alone, please? Thank you. I'm just a humble bard.
I'm just a